Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how it's the quiet sacrifices, the small compromises, and the everyday actions that speak the loudest about someone's love? The truth is that men are often stereotyped as being stubborn, rigid, and reluctant to change. But make no mistake, when a man is deeply in love, something truly transformative happens. He becomes willing to step outside his comfort zone, adapt, and make those sacrifices that show you he cares more about your happiness than his desires. Let me take you through the moments that truly define love, the ones that go far beyond words. Whether it's putting aside plans for a football game or choosing to spend time with you instead of pursuing his interests, these are the actions that speak volumes about how deeply he cares. Stay with me as we explore what real love looks like. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Whether you're in a relationship right now or you find yourself still searching for that special person to share your life with, the insights I'm about to share will offer you something invaluable. These lessons will help you recognize what true love looks like, because it's often found in the smallest, most seemingly insignificant moments. They can be easy to overlook, but when you understand their true value, you will see how love reveals itself in the quiet, gentle gestures of the heart. Stick with us, and by the end of this, you'll have a deeper understanding of the intricate and beautiful layers of a man's heart. You'll learn exactly how to nurture and appreciate the love already present in your life. And if you're still in search of that deeper connection, this video will provide you with hope, guidance, and clarity on what to look for when the right person finally comes along. We'll dive into this journey of discovery together, so let's begin, and I promise you won't want to miss a second. Before we start, if you're not already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button and activate the notification bell. That way you won't miss any of the incredible videos I have coming your way. Your support means everything to me, it does. And if you feel moved by what you hear today, you can help me spread these valuable lessons to even more people by liking and sharing this video. If you resonate with the topic, please drop a 1 in the comments below. But if you don't, please comment 0 so I can hear your feedback and continue making better videos just for you. Now let's dive into the heart of the matter. Men and women often navigate the complicated landscape of love in very different ways, and understanding those differences is key to forging a meaningful and lasting connection. For men, love is rarely about grand, dramatic declarations or extravagant public gestures. No, real love is often found in the quiet, seemingly small acts of kindness, the ones that go unnoticed in our busy lives but carry more depth than anything flashy could ever provide. These simple, unspoken gestures hold profound significance. They are not trivial. Rather, they are the quiet, steady wellspring from which a man's love flows, and if you are truly present, you'll see that these subtle actions reveal more about his feelings than any loud, grand gesture ever could. Genuine love, real, raw love, is often hidden in plain sight within the fleeting moments we tend to overlook or dismiss as inconsequential. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with the idea that love must be proven with expensive gifts or public displays of affection, true love is found in how a man ensures that you're comfortable before he sits down beside you, in how he takes the time to make sure you're well cared for before thinking of his own needs. It's in the small yet meaningful things, like how, without thinking, his hand reaches for yours when you're in a crowd, fingers naturally entwined as if they were always meant to be there. It's in how he listens with an open heart, offering no judgment. When you need to share a worry or reveal something vulnerable about yourself, he doesn't interrupt, doesn't rush to fix. He just listens and is fully present with you, and that means everything. The beauty of these actions lies in their simplicity. They may seem small, but they are anything but insignificant. Each one of them is a quiet testament to a love that is deep, unwavering, and sincere. When a man expresses love through these acts, it is not loud or boastful, but it resonates with a truth that cannot be denied. Words are easy to speak. Anyone can say, "I love you." But the true measure of a man's love is shown through his actions. It's in how he shows up for you, not just in words, but in the consistency and thoughtfulness with which he demonstrates his care. Love, real love, is crafted through small but deliberate gestures, filled with intention and meaning. A man in love doesn't just tell you how much he cares for you. No, he demonstrates it every day through his actions. He shows you that you are his priority. It's not about the flashy or surface level proclamations, but about the moments that happen every day, the small, subtle moments where love is truly felt. So, let's take a deeper look. Let's explore what real love looks like when expressed by a man, not in the grand, attention-grabbing gestures that often steal the spotlight, but in the quiet, profoundly emotional ways that reveal the depth of his heart for you. The 12 signs we're about to explore are not about hollow promises or exaggerated displays. These signs go much deeper. They give you a rare glimpse into his soul, into the tenderness, care, and commitment that he holds for you, all the ways that his love is quietly powerful. If you notice these actions in your relationship, know this: they are not random. They are not fleeting. These moments come from a place deep within him, a well of love that is genuine, thoughtful, and unwavering. When you witness these signs, understand that what you are witnessing is a love that speaks louder than any words ever could, a love that values you more deeply than you could ever imagine. Now, let's begin this journey together, exploring these meaningful expressions of love. As we dive into the first sign, know that what you're about to uncover is not just a momentary feeling, but a lasting, powerful love that grows with every simple, meaningful gesture. One of the first signs of a truly loving man is his enjoyment of physical contact with you. For him, physical touch goes far beyond the surface of mere intimacy. It's an expression of something far deeper. Every embrace, every touch is a way for him to express the profound love he feels for you, something no words could ever fully capture. It's not just about the occasional kiss or quick hug. It's about how, without thinking, his hands reach for you during the smallest moments of everyday life. When you're cooking dinner together, his arms naturally find their way around you, pulling you into a warm embrace. He holds you, not just physically, but emotionally. It's as if, in that moment, he is holding on to not just your body, but your very essence. Every touch is an unspoken promise, a subtle yet undeniable declaration of love. It's in those little, almost unnoticed moments, the kind that are so fleeting, yet so powerful, like the way his fingers gently tuck a loose strand of hair behind your ear as you laugh, his touch lingering just a bit longer than necessary. It's as if he's savoring the warmth of your presence, trying to hold on to the feeling of being near you, never wanting to forget the connection you share. These seemingly small gestures aren't random. They're his way of expressing something profound, something that transcends words. He's telling you, without uttering a single syllable, I'm not just physically here with you. I'm fully present, deeply connected to you, in body, mind, and spirit. These quiet actions may seem insignificant to the casual observer, but they are the foundation of something far more meaningful. They are the invisible threads that weave together the intimacy of your relationship, threads that bind you not just in moments of closeness, but in the very essence of who you are together. Each time his hand brushes yours, each touch that sends a wave of warmth through your body. It's as though the two of you are silently building a bond that's as much physical as it is emotional, a bond that can't be fully captured in words. It's his unspoken way of saying, I'm here with you, in every part of your life, in every space you occupy. When he draws near to you, when he reaches for you without hesitation, you can feel it. He's not just seeking physical closeness, though that's part of it. He's yearning for something deeper, a connection that transcends the surface, something lasting and profound. His touch speaks volumes. It's as if his very being is saying, I want to be in your world. I want to be intertwined with you in every possible way, to connect with you not just in moments of passion, but in quiet, enduring intimacy. Every press of his body against yours, every soft touch carries the weight of his love for you. It's tender, passionate, and unwavering. Each moment of closeness, no matter how brief, becomes an act of intimacy that strengthens your bond. In these shared touches, you feel the safety and comfort of being fully seen and accepted for who you are. In these precious moments, the world outside seems to disappear, leaving only the two of you, perfectly in tune with one another. And when his arms wrap around you, holding you close, it's as if he's saying, you are my home. You are the place I return to, the person who makes me feel safe, cherished, and loved beyond words. It's in these quiet, tender gestures that his love for you is felt most deeply, not in the loud declarations, but in the gentle, consistent ways he shows up for you, day in and day out. If you're still here with me, still feeling the power of these words, please comment 1 below to let me know you're with me. Your presence means everything to me. These tender touches, these moments of quiet intimacy, are so much more than just physical closeness. They are the building blocks of a connection that grows deeper with every passing day, a connection that speaks to your soul. These gestures aren't fleeting. They are his way of ensuring that your love is grounded in something far more profound than just proximity. It's a love that is nurtured through every shared touch, every fleeting caress, and every moment of emotional connection. Through these quiet, meaningful acts, he's telling you that you matter, not just in the grand, dramatic moments, but in the simple, everyday ones that make all the difference. 2, he listens. When a man truly loves you, your words become the soundtrack of his world. They aren't just sounds that float through the air. They are important, precious, and deeply meaningful to him. When he listens to you, he's not just hearing you, he's absorbing your essence. Every word, every thought you share matters to him in a way that words alone cannot fully express. Even when he's tired, distracted, or dealing with his battles, he will be present with you in that moment. There's something incredibly special about a man who listens, not because it's his duty, but because he genuinely cares. He wants to understand you, to feel what you feel, to be a part of your emotional journey. When he listens, it's as though time slows down, the noise of the world fades, and in those moments, there's nothing more important than what you have to say. He'll remember the small details, the book you're reading, the song that makes you smile, or the dream you once shared over dinner. It's not the grand gestures that matter, but the quiet, attentive way he holds on to every word, responding with care and consideration, as though your thoughts are the most valuable thing in the world. When you're having a rough day, struggling to find the right words to express your feelings, he won't rush you. He'll wait, patiently offering you the space you need, showing you that your emotions are valid and worthy of attention. Whether you're sharing your deepest fears, your hopes for the future, or simply talking about the struggles of your day, he makes you feel heard. And that, my friends, is one of the most powerful ways a man can show love. By listening, by being there for you, truly present in your moment, making you feel seen in a world that often makes you feel invisible. It's in these moments that love is felt most deeply, not in the words spoken, but in the act of listening, of holding your heart gently in his own. It's a rare and precious gift to have someone who listens to you with such depth. When you find someone who truly values your thoughts, respects your voice, and shows you time and again that your words matter, it's more than just love. It's an unwavering commitment, a commitment to understanding you in the most profound ways. It's a dedication to connecting with you emotionally, mentally, and spiritually in a way that nurtures and strengthens the bond between you. In a world where it often feels like people are rushing, distracted, or only half listening, having someone who truly hears you is a blessing. It's one of the deepest ways someone can show you they care. When he listens to you, he's not just hearing the words you speak, he's feeling the weight of them, understanding the emotions behind them. And when you find that kind of listener, that kind of presence, it changes everything. His listening is not passive, it's an active, engaged act of love, a daily practice of showing you that you are seen and heard, even in the most fleeting moments. This kind of listening comes with the kind of loyalty that asks, how can I make you feel heard and understood? It's the kind of care that says, you matter to me deeply. 3, he fights with you, not against you. In every relationship, conflict is inevitable. It's part of life, part of the journey of learning and growing together. But what truly defines the depth of love in those challenging moments is how he chooses to navigate those conflicts. When he loves you, he doesn't see disagreements as a war to be won or a fight for dominance. No, for him, every disagreement is an opportunity to bridge the gap between two hearts, to understand each other more fully, and to grow stronger together. He views conflict not as a challenge to his ego, but as a chance to connect and rebuild when things get difficult. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. His approach to conflict is rooted in patience, humility, and a desire to heal. He doesn't let his ego cloud the moment. Instead, he comes to the table ready to listen, to understand, and to find common ground. His goal isn't to be right, it's to find a solution that makes you both feel seen, heard, and valued. In those moments of tension, his tone is never harsh. His words are never cruel. Instead, he speaks with care, gently offering his thoughts without judgment, showing you that he is not just fighting to win, but fighting to preserve the relationship. In those moments of difficulty, when things feel strained or uncertain, he never seeks to tear you down. He doesn't resort to anger or frustration. Instead, he reaches out, offering understanding and tenderness. It's in those tough times that his love is most evident, through his willingness to engage, to stay present, and to work through the storm. Together, his commitment to you, to the relationship, is clear. It's not about winning arguments. It's about ensuring that the relationship endures, stronger than before. He understands that true love isn't about perfection. It's about learning, growing, and fighting for each other in the most beautiful, unspoken ways. When he's in it with you, when he chooses to communicate honestly and openly amid a conflict, it shows you how deeply he cares. He's not just trying to resolve an issue. He's working to ensure that both of you come out of the conflict with a deeper connection, a stronger bond, and a better understanding of each other. His love is not just about the good times, but about standing by you through the storms and knowing that together you are unbreakable. And then there's the way he looks at you. Eye contact might seem like such a simple thing, yet in its stillness, it holds so much power. For many, looking someone in the eyes can be uncomfortable or intimidating, but not with him. When he looks into your eyes, it's as if the entire world pauses, time slows down, and all that exists is the moment shared between the two of you. His gaze is more than just a physical connection. It's a deep, spiritual one. His eyes, filled with warmth, affection, and understanding, speak a language that words could never capture. It's a language of pure love, admiration, and unspoken recognition. In those moments, when his eyes meet yours, you don't need words to understand what he feels. The way he gazes at you says it all. It says, "I see you, I love you, you are my world." His gaze is an open book, and what it conveys is so much more than anything that can be said aloud. You feel it in your heart, in the depth of his stare. This is the love that goes beyond the physical, beyond the surface. It's the connection of two souls, perfectly attuned to each other, united in a bond that words fail to express. It's in these moments that you understand deeply just how profoundly he feels about you. This isn't just eye contact. This is the silent language of love that speaks louder than any words could. Fourth, he will stand up for you. A man who truly loves you will stand up for you in every possible way, without hesitation, without a second thought. His love for you is not just about sweet words or big gestures. It's about his unshakable commitment to protect you and to stand by your side when the world gets tough. He doesn't just protect you physically, but emotionally and verbally as well. He knows that life can be hard and relationships can be complicated, but when it comes to you, he will never falter. No matter what challenges come your way, no matter how difficult things may get, he will always make it clear that you are his priority. He will fiercely defend your honor, your dignity, and your worth. When people speak ill of you, whether behind your back or directly to your face, he will not stand idly by. He will step in, protect you, and make sure that the world knows who you are and how much you matter to him. His love for you is an unbreakable shield that will stand strong against any storm. He will make it clear that you are his and that he will always fight for you, even if it means facing discomfort or opposition himself. This is love in its truest form, unwavering, fierce, and protective. It's a love that doesn't just say, "I love you," but shows it in every action, every moment of support. Every time he stands up for you when no one else will. His commitment to you is a promise that no matter what, he will always be there to protect, defend, and cherish you. And that kind of love, it's something worth fighting for. For him, defending your reputation is about so much more than silencing the critics or brushing aside negativity. It's an act of deep respect, a profound reflection of how much he values and loves you. His protection isn't something that can be conveyed in words alone. It's demonstrated through his actions. Every single time he stands by your side, unshaken and unwavering, through the ups and the downs. He shows the world that he will never let anyone, no matter how loud or persistent they are, diminish your light. He cherishes you for who you are, and he will make sure everyone knows just how special you are. He'll be the shield between you and anything or anyone that threatens your peace, your worth, or your happiness. To him, your happiness isn't just an occasional concern, it's the very core of his existence. He doesn't see his role as just a partner in life, he sees it as his calling, to lift you, to bring peace to your heart, and to always make sure you feel safe and loved. His devotion is genuine, not because it's something he feels he has to do, but because it's deeply rooted in the understanding that your joy is intertwined with his own. If life's trials and challenges ever threaten to knock you down, he will be there, right by your side, the first to catch you before you fall, and the first to help you rise again. He will remind you time and again that you are never alone on this journey, and that he will always be there to lift you, no matter the weight of the world on your shoulders. This man understands that protecting your happiness is not just a passive act, it's an ongoing, active commitment. It's not just about standing up for you when it's easy, but showing up for you even when the world seems stacked against you. He'll speak on your behalf in difficult situations, or enter uncomfortable confrontations if it means ensuring that you're treated with the respect and dignity you deserve. His love doesn't just protect you from harm, it actively shields your heart from anything that would cause you pain. He isn't afraid to confront uncomfortable situations because your well-being and peace matter far more to him than his discomfort. And beyond the immediate need to protect, he sees his love as a constant support, a steady foundation. He knows that love isn't just about celebrating the highs, but about sharing in the lows, about being there through the difficult times, and ensuring your heart remains guarded from anything that would hurt it. He cherishes your vulnerabilities as much as your strengths because, in his eyes, they are a part of the beautiful whole that makes you who you are. His love is a sanctuary, a safe harbor in which you are always welcome, always cherished. In his heart, your worth is immeasurable. He will move mountains, cross oceans, and face any challenge to ensure that you always feel valued, loved, and respected. His love is not temporary or conditional. It is steadfast, rooted in a deep understanding of who you are, both the beautiful and the imperfect parts. And no matter what life throws at you both, he will always rise for you, because for him, loving you means protecting you, always. 5, he finds you beautiful always. When he looks at you, he doesn't see just the surface. He doesn't just see the way you look when you've spent hours getting ready or when you're all dressed up for a special occasion. He sees the beauty in you that goes beyond the physical. Your beauty is something that radiates from within, a light that shines no matter the circumstances. Even on those days when you feel like you don't measure up, when your hair is messy, when the makeup is off, and when you're dressed in your comfiest clothes, feeling tired and far from your best, he still sees you as perfect. He notices the light in your eyes when you talk about something that makes you happy. He notices the way your laughter fills the room, how your kindness shines through in every small gesture. He sees not just the outer you, but the essence of who you are, the strength of your spirit, the depth of your heart, the goodness you carry within you. These are the things that take his breath away. These are the qualities that truly define your beauty in his eyes. And they are far more captivating to him than anything that can be seen with the eyes alone. When you feel insecure, when you wonder if you're enough, he is there, unwavering in his admiration. It doesn't matter if you feel unlovable, unattractive, or less than perfect. His love for you doesn't ebb and flow based on how you feel about yourself on any given day. To him, your beauty is not confined to the fleeting external image that others fixate on. It is defined by who you are, by the way you love, by your vulnerability, and by the way you bring kindness to the world. It's the beautiful imperfection of your being that he sees and cherishes. In his eyes, you are beautiful always, not just when you're dressed up or feeling at your best, but in every moment, just as you are. He doesn't need you to be perfect because in his eyes, you already are. He sees all of you. Your moments of joy and laughter, your tears and fears, your strength and vulnerability, your moments of resilience and your gentle kindness. And in every single one of those moments, he sees a beauty that no mirror, no external reflection could ever fully capture. Even on the days when you feel as though you've lost your sparkle, when life's weight seems too heavy, He continues to see you as stunning, captivating, and everything he could ever want. There is something about you, something deep and undeniable that speaks to him on a soul-deep level. It's a beauty that transcends the surface, a radiance that comes from who you are at your core, your heart, your mind, your spirit. This is the beauty that never fades. His love is rooted in something far deeper than just physical attraction or fleeting moments of excitement. It's an admiration that grows stronger with time, that endures through life's trials, that withstands the test of challenges and hardships. It's a profound connection that goes beyond skin deep, a connection that doesn't falter when you don't meet society's standards or when you feel like you've fallen short of your expectations. In his eyes, you are always beautiful, always worthy of love and admiration, no matter what you think of yourself or how you feel in the moment. He loves you for all that you are, inside and out. This is what makes his love so pure and unshakable. His unwavering affection for you isn't based on superficial standards. It's based on who you truly are, flawed, complex, real, and yet undeniably beautiful in every way. You are stunning to him in ways you may never fully realize, and his love for you will never change. It will only grow stronger as time passes because it's built on a foundation that goes beyond appearances and reaches into the heart of who you are as a person. It's in the everyday actions, the quiet sacrifices, and the moments of compromise that truly speak volumes about his feelings for you. Men are often stereotyped as being stubborn, rigid, or unwilling to bend. Society often tells us that they're slow to change or reluctant to step outside their comfort zones. But when a man is truly in love, something beautiful and transformative happens. He becomes willing to adapt, to adjust, to step beyond his preferences. All because he cares more about your happiness than his immediate desires. Imagine this. He's been looking forward to watching a highly anticipated football game with his friends for weeks. He's been talking about it, planning around it, maybe even organizing the day for it. But then when the time comes, he sets it aside. Why? Because you need him. Maybe you're having a rough day, or maybe you have something important you want to talk about. Perhaps it's just that you need his presence, his support, his love. Without hesitation, he decides that being with you and spending time with you is more important than anything else. And in that moment, he shows you that you mean more to him than any fleeting entertainment. It's not that he doesn't care about the game, it's that in that moment, his priorities shift. Your well-being, your happiness, and your companionship are far more important than any short-term enjoyment. It's a demonstration of love that doesn't come from obligation or duty, but from a genuine desire to show you that you matter more to him than anything else. These sacrifices don't always have to be grand. They don't need to be monumental acts of heroism. Sometimes it's simply choosing to watch a movie he knows isn't his favorite because it's something you want to watch. He may not care about the plot, the actors, or the genre, but he's willing to sit through it with you just because being with you and seeing the joy on your face matters more to him than his personal preferences. These seemingly small choices add up, and over time they reveal something much deeper, a love in its purest form. A love that is active, not passive. A love that makes decisions without resentment. A love that finds joy in your happiness and satisfaction in knowing that his choices are strengthening the bond you share. It's in these moments of compromise and selflessness that he shows you just how much he cherishes you. This kind of flexibility and willingness doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of a man who understands that love requires effort, patience, and growth. It's a love that isn't just willing to be there in the easy moments, but is committed to showing up for you in the small, sometimes inconvenient choices as well. This is the kind of devotion that is built on a foundation of deep emotional investment, a desire to be the best partner he can be, and a commitment to the strength and happiness of the relationship. When a man changes his plans for you, when he sacrifices his desires without hesitation, it's a clear sign of his commitment, not just to the relationship, but to you, the person he loves. What's even more striking is how rare these moments can be in a world where individual desires often take precedence. We live in a world where people are encouraged to focus on their comfort and their happiness, but a man who puts your happiness above his own, who goes out of his way to make you feel important and cherished, is showing you something profound. His willingness to change, to adapt, to let go of his preferences for your joy is a beautiful expression of selflessness, a true testament to the depth of his love. This kind of love isn't just words. It's living, breathing, and enduring, demonstrated through actions that speak louder than anything he could ever say. His love for you is real, lasting, and true, more than just feelings, but a constant, unwavering testament to his devotion. And that is a love that can't be shaken. When you're hurting, when life feels heavy and overwhelming, he feels every ounce of your pain. It's not just a passing sympathy or a simple recognition of your discomfort. No, he is there, deep within your emotional storm, feeling every pang of hurt alongside you. This man, the one who truly loves you, does not just stand by as a passive observer in your life. He becomes your emotional companion, the constant pillar that holds you up when the world seems to crumble around you. He feels your sorrow, your sadness, your fears, and he doesn't look away. He feels it all. He doesn't just see your tears or hear your struggles. He experiences them with you, as though your heartache is his own. This connection isn't shallow, it is profound, deeply rooted in a bond that goes far beyond mere sympathy. Sympathy is cold and distant. It acknowledges but does not share. But this man's empathy, this raw, untamed empathy, sinks into the very marrow of his bones. It becomes a part of him. When you're weighed down by life's burdens, whether it's the crushing weight of stress, the gnawing ache of sadness, or the soul-deep uncertainty that clouds your every thought, he doesn't offer empty words or quick fixes. No, he feels your struggle. His understanding of your pain is visceral, touching every corner of his being. In the quietest moments, when you feel most alone, he's there. He doesn't tell you to be strong or pretend that things will be okay just to make you feel better. He knows that strength comes not from pretending the pain doesn't exist, but from facing it together. When the world seems too heavy for one person to bear, he doesn't stand back, expecting you to carry it alone. He comes alongside you, takes the weight on his shoulders, and walks with you through it. His emotional presence is a steady force, unwavering, never asking for anything in return, but giving everything he has to make sure you're not alone. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. His heart doesn't just ache for you, it breaks with you. This man's emotional investment isn't a fleeting act of kindness. It's a lifelong commitment to sharing the load, to standing beside you through every hardship, whether that hardship is emotional or physical. When you hurt, he hurts. When you're confused, he wants to help you find clarity. Even if he can't provide all the answers, his presence and unwavering compassion are worth more than any solution. His love is the kind that seeks to ease your heart, not by brushing away the pain, but by sitting with you in it, comforting you in ways words cannot. And though he may not always know the right thing to say, he always knows how to listen. He reads you, not just the words you speak, but the silences, the body language, the subtle shifts in your mood. He doesn't need to be told how you feel. His heart is attuned to yours in a way that is both comforting and profound. He doesn't look at your pain from a distance. He feels it with you, and with every tear that falls from your eyes, he feels it as though it were his own. Every burden you carry, he carries too. This kind of love, the one that isn't just about good times and shared laughter, is extraordinary. It's about the moments of quiet strength, the small but powerful acts of kindness that speak volumes when words fail. This love doesn't falter in the face of hardship. It grows, it strengthens, it becomes a foundation on which you can build your life, knowing that no matter what comes your way, you will not face it alone. When this man loves you, it isn't about grand gestures or fleeting romance. It's about the subtle, enduring presence that stays with you when you need it most. His love shows up not in moments of triumph, but in your moments of deepest vulnerability. He holds you in the darkest hours, not with pity, but with compassion so profound that it creates a safe space for you to be exactly who you are, pain and all. And that's what makes his love so precious. It's not just about feeling sorry for you, it's about sharing the experience. It's about making your battle his, standing by you not because he has to, but because he wants to. When a man respects you, when he truly values you, it's not a surface-level admiration, it's a deep, unshakable appreciation for all that you are, your strengths, your flaws, your wisdom, and the very essence of who you are. Respect isn't just about what you've accomplished or how well you fit into his life. It's about you, the real, complex, beautiful you. And when he respects you, he values your opinions not as mere words, but as a reflection of your soul. He seeks your advice not because he's weak, but because he knows that your perspective, your insight, is invaluable. And in that moment, you realize that his love isn't conditional. It's built on a foundation of genuine admiration, one that deepens with every conversation, every shared moment, every glance that tells you that you are enough, just as you are. In moments when the stakes are high, when he stands at the precipice of life-altering decisions, whether it's a critical career move or an intensely personal dilemma, the weight of your words becomes immeasurable, a lifeline that holds him steady. He doesn't just ask for your opinion as a casual afterthought, but as a profound request for guidance, a call for clarity. He looks to you not merely as his partner, but as his emotional compass, knowing that your judgment is built not only on wisdom, but on a deep intuitive understanding of him, his dreams, his fears, and the complexities that shape his world. Your voice in those moments is more than just a reflection of his choices. It is an anchor, grounding him in the most turbulent of times. It's as if your thoughts become his sanctuary, where his uncertainties dissolve and his path becomes clearer. What makes this connection so extraordinary is the trust he places in you, not as someone to simply give him advice, but as an equal who helps him navigate the maze of life. It's not that he doubts his ability to think or make decisions, but that he recognizes your unique ability to see things through a different lens, a lens of empathy, insight, and unwavering commitment. When he feels swept up by a whirlwind of emotions or overwhelmed by a cloud of uncertainty, your perspective isn't just a voice in the crowd. It becomes his safe space, the calm in the storm. The way you can share your thoughts, articulate them with compassion, and cut through the noise with quiet wisdom makes your opinion invaluable. He doesn't need answers, he needs the reassurance that comes from knowing you're by his side, providing a steady presence in the chaos. This is no shallow admiration or fleeting respect. What he has for you runs so much deeper. It is a deep, unshakable respect for the woman you are, the way you move through the world with strength, grace, and authenticity. He admires not just your successes, but your depth, the vulnerability you share, the way your mind works, and the strength of your spirit. Your wisdom is not something he simply acknowledges, it's something he cherishes, seeks out, and holds in the highest regard. Every word you speak carries weight, and every piece of advice you offer is a treasure he holds close. When he turns to you, he's not looking for reassurance alone. He's seeking validation from someone who understands him at his core, someone whose experiences and intellect align in perfect harmony with his own. In these moments, you are not just his partner, you are his confidant, his advisor, his equal, and the person whose insights shape his decision. And in this space, there's no hierarchy. There's only unity. His respect for you creates a foundation of trust so strong that it enhances every moment you share. It becomes a bond that goes beyond mere partnership and reaches the very essence of what it means to truly understand and love someone. It's in these moments of vulnerability, of honest exchange, where the most profound connection occurs. Because respect, true respect, is never one-sided. It's a mutual dance of give and take, where each person learns from and grows with the other, where love flourishes in the safe space you create together. Being close to you is not just about physical presence. It's about the emotional and spiritual connection that fills the space between you. For him, your proximity is a balm for the soul, soothing him in ways words cannot. Whether it's sitting side by side on the couch, lost in the quiet hum of a peaceful evening, or holding hands as you wait in line, it's in these moments that he finds refuge from the chaos of the world. It's the simplicity of being near you that provides him with an unparalleled sense of peace, a calm that wraps around him like a warm embrace. The world can be a loud, overwhelming place, but when he is with you, it fades into the background, leaving only the two of you in this sacred, intimate space. There's nothing grand or extravagant about it, just a quiet touch, a shared laugh, a look that says more than words ever could. But these are the moments that fill his heart, that make him feel whole, loved, and at peace. The comfort he feels isn't just physical, it's emotional. In your presence, he finds solace not just in touch, but in the way you see him, the way you understand him without needing to say a word. You offer him a space where he can truly be himself, without fear of judgment, without pretension. Your closeness is a safety net, a space where he doesn't have to wear the armor the world demands of him. With you, he is allowed to breathe, to relax, to simply exist. He is seen, understood, and accepted for who he truly is. In these quiet, unspoken moments, he is reminded that love isn't just about grand gestures. It's about the gentle, unwavering presence of someone who truly gets you. And in that closeness, in that shared space, he realizes that being with you is the truest form of belonging. It's as though everything else can fall away, and as long as you're there by his side, he feels rooted, anchored in a way he never thought possible. Being close to you doesn't just give him peace, it gives him a sense of home. It's a place where he can leave the weight of the world at the door and step into a space where love, understanding, and peace reign. This is what he craves, what he treasures. Not the grand displays of affection, but the quiet, everyday moments where being near you is enough to make everything feel right. Your presence in all its subtlety is everything. It's where he belongs. It's where he finds his home. When a man truly loves a woman, his devotion is boundless, immeasurable, and unwavering. His love becomes a force of nature, an indomitable strength that drives him to do anything, absolutely anything, to make her smile, to make her feel loved, safe, and cherished. It's not just a passing emotion, but a deep, steady commitment that compels him to take action, often going to great lengths. Whether it's the long drive across town just to surprise her with her favorite dessert or standing steadfast by her side during the darkest times, every action he takes reveals the profound depth of his affection. These aren't just gestures. They are the heartbeat of his devotion, the proof that he is completely dedicated to her happiness and well-being. But it's not always the grand romantic gestures that reveal the true extent of his love. Sometimes it's in the quiet, unspoken moments. Those small acts that are rich in tenderness and care. It's in the way he holds her hand during a difficult conversation, the way he listens intently, giving her his full attention, knowing she needs to be heard. When life throws its challenges at her, when the weight of the world feels unbearable, he doesn't step back or look for excuses. He steps forward, becoming her partner in every sense of the word. Together they face the storms of life, and with him by her side, she knows she is never alone. He becomes her anchor in the whirlwind, steady and unyielding, offering not just words of reassurance, but a steady presence, a strength that bolsters her when she feels weak. His love doesn't waver. It remains constant, strong, and enduring, even when the world outside seems unpredictable or uncertain. This is the kind of love that nurtures, heals, and reinforces the belief that no matter what happens, she will always have someone ready to fight for her happiness, her peace, and her well-being. It's rare and it's beautiful. To witness this kind of devotion is to witness the purest form of love, a love that is not based on fleeting moments or temporary emotions, but one that chooses to endure, to grow, and to remain steadfast through every trial and triumph. From my own experiences, I've come to realize that love isn't about the perfect moments or those idealized fairy tale gestures. True love is about showing up, especially when things aren't easy. It's about being there, not just when the sun is shining, but when the storm clouds gather and threaten to break everything apart. It's about being the steady force that refuses to let the relationship falter, even in the most difficult times. Love becomes most profound when it's demonstrated through action, not just in words, but in quiet, consistent acts of devotion. A man who truly loves doesn't just commit to being there for the easy moments, he commits to being there for all of them. He's a rock, a source of unwavering support in times of trouble, a constant reminder that no matter how tough life gets, you have someone who will always have your back. And that, in its most genuine form, is what makes love so pure. It's unconditional. It doesn't come with strings attached or expectations. It simply exists, unwavering and constant. This man fights for you, not against you. True love isn't about control or manipulation. When a man is truly in love, he doesn't see the woman he loves as someone to be controlled, diminished, or belittled. No, he sees her as a treasure to be fiercely protected, deeply cherished, and endlessly supported. He fights for the relationship, for the bond you share, not in a combative or destructive way, but with a deep, unshakable commitment to safeguarding what you have together. So he rises above his insecurities, above moments of jealousy or doubt, choosing instead to trust in you and the love that you've built. He doesn't let these emotions tear at the foundation of your relationship. He uses them to fortify it, to strengthen the trust and understanding between you. His desire to protect you is not born of ownership or need to dominate. It's born of a deep and abiding need to nurture a space where both of you can thrive. He works tirelessly to create a secure, loving environment where both of you can flourish and where you can feel safe, heard, and valued. If anything or anyone threatens your peace, your security, or your happiness, he will not hesitate to step in and defend you. His actions will speak volumes, louder than any words he could utter, showing you that your heart is as precious to him as his own. He will be the first to recognize your worth, to value you not only for who you are, but for all the quiet, beautiful things that make you so uniquely you. And if it requires sacrifice, if it requires tough decisions or hard choices, he will make them, because protecting and supporting you is his highest priority. The essence of love lies in the small things, the quiet acts of devotion, the subtle ways in which he shows up for you. It's not about grandiose promises or empty words. It's about the day-to-day actions that build a relationship of trust and affection. It's in the moments when he chooses to listen, to comfort, to show that he's there, no matter the circumstances. True love isn't about fleeting moments of passion or superficial gestures. It's about the consistent, steady effort that fills the spaces between those moments. And that's what makes love so powerful and transformative. The commitment to show up time and time again, not just when it's convenient, but especially when it's hard. When we talk about love, we often romanticize the big gestures, the flowers, the grand dates, the dazzling declarations of affection. But in reality, the true measure of love lies in the small, quiet actions that speak volumes about the depth of a man's heart. The true test of his devotion is not in what he does when things are easy, but in how he shows up for you day after day, proving that his love for you is not just a passing feeling, but a constant, unshakable part of who he is. His love is reflected in every touch, every glance, every act of kindness. It's in the way he holds you, the way he makes your happiness his priority, and how, when it matters most, he adjusts his world to fit yours. True love doesn't demand perfection. Instead, it thrives on sincerity, vulnerability, and a deep respect for each other's needs. As we explore the 12 signs of true love, it becomes clearer that a man's actions, his every decision, his every gesture, speak volumes about the depth of his care. From the most fleeting moments to the most selfless acts, each sign reveals the profound bond between you and him. When a man truly loves, he doesn't simply tell you, he shows you every single day. His love isn't limited to romantic gestures or fleeting moments of passion. It's about creating a life together, walking side by side through the challenges and the triumphs. If you've noticed even a few of these signs in your partner, take a moment to appreciate just how rare and beautiful that is. These aren't just superficial acts. They form the very foundation of something deep and precious. When a man chooses to love you this way, it speaks volumes about how much you mean to him. He sees you as someone irreplaceable, someone he will fight for, someone whose heart he will protect and cherish. A man in true love will prioritize your needs and stand by you through every challenge life throws your way. But let's not forget, the foundation of any meaningful relationship is built on partnership. It's a two-way street. If you've found someone who gives you this level of devotion, recognize how valuable this love is, nurture it, treasure it, and show gratitude for it. True love isn't a passive thing. It thrives when both partners give their all, respect each other deeply, and choose each other over and over again. It's a shared effort, a constant commitment to build something beautiful together, even when life gets complicated. At the end of the day, love is far from perfect. It's not about having everything figured out or about being in sync all the time. It's about the journey, the quiet moments that take your breath away, the lessons learned, the growth that happens both together and as individuals, and yes, even the struggles that test your bond. But when you have someone who fights for you, someone who understands the depths of your heart and is willing to protect it at all costs, you can rest assured that your relationship is built on a solid foundation of care, respect, and unwavering affection. So if you have this kind of love in your life, hold on to it with everything you've got. Celebrate it, cherish it, recognize just how rare and beautiful it is. And if you haven't yet found it, please don't lose hope. The right person will come into your life when the time is right. In the meantime, understand that love isn't about waiting for grand moments to define your happiness. It's about being open to the small, meaningful moments, the little things that, over time, will shape the foundation of a lifetime of love. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Thank you for staying with us as we reflected on this topic. True love isn't about perfection or grand gestures. It's in the everyday acts of care, the constant effort, and the quiet decisions to choose each other again and again. If you've seen these signs in your partner, take a moment to reflect on the beauty of that connection and how lucky you are to have it. And if you're still waiting for that love, trust that it is out there. The right person will come into your life ready to offer you a love that will fight for you, protect you, and make you feel cherished every single day. As we wrap up today's reflection, I want to leave you with a question. What have you learned so far? What stood out to you the most about the true essence of love and how it's shown through consistent, meaningful actions? Take a moment to think about one key takeaway from this video, something you can bring into your own life and relationships today. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please comment below and share one thing you've learned that you're excited to practice in your relationship. How will you apply these insights to make your relationship stronger, more loving, and more fulfilling? Let's continue this conversation and grow together. As we wrap up today's reflection, I want to ask you, what have you learned so far about the true essence of love and how it's shown through consistent, meaningful actions? Take a moment to reflect on the lessons shared in this video and think about one thing you've learned that you're excited to bring into your life and relationships. What's one change you can make today to deepen your connection and practice love more intentionally? Please share your thoughts with us. Leave a comment below and let us know one key takeaway that you're excited to practice. Your thoughts are always valued, and I'd love to hear how you're applying these insights in your life. If you liked this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss out on more content that helps you grow and build deeper, more meaningful relationships. Thank you for joining us today, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.